Welcome to the business studies class. In this module, we are going to learn about the important limitations of the planning. Planning is very essential for all business organization. It is difficult to manage operations without formal planning. It is not important for an organization to move towards achieving goals. But we have often seen in our daily lives also that things do not always go according to plan. Unforeseen events and changes, rise in cost and prices, environmental changes, government interventions, legal regulations, all affect our business plans. Plans then need to be modified. Thus, planning might fail in spite of the best efforts of management due to the following important limitations of planning. First point in the limitation is planning leads to rigidity. In an organization, a well defined plan is drawn up with specific goals to be achieved within a specific time period. These plans then decide the future course of action, and managers may not be in a position to change it with the changed circumstances. However, following a pre-decided plan when circumstances have changed may not be in the organization's interest. Second point is planning may not work in a dynamic environment. The business environment is dynamic as it keeps on changing. The organization has to constantly adapt itself to change in business environment by making changes in its plans. However, it becomes difficult to foresee accurately future trends in the environment. Competition in the market also upset the financial plans. Sales targets may have to be revised, and accordingly, cash budgets also need to be modified since they are based on sales figures. Planning cannot foresee everything, and thus there may be obstacles to effective planning. Next point is planning reduces creativity. Planning is mainly done by top management. Usually, the rest of the members just implement these plans. As a consequence, middle management and other decision makers are neither allowed to deviate from plans nor are they permitted to act on their own. They only carry out the orders. Thus, much of the initiative or creativity inherent in them gets lost or reduced. Next point is planning involves huge cost. Huge costs are involved in formulating the plans. For example, costs are incurred on boardroom meeting, discussion with the professional experts, and preliminary investigation to find out the viability of the plan. Sometimes cost incurred may not justify the benefits derived from the plans. Next point is planning is a time consuming process. Planning is time consuming as checking accuracy of facts may involve lots of time and sometimes not much time is left for its implementation. The last point is planning does not guarantee success. The success of an enterprise is possible only when plans are properly drawn up and implemented. Planning is meaningless unless it is translated into action. Managers have a tendency to rely on previously tried and tested successful plans. But it is not always true that a plan which has worked before will work effectively again. This kind of complexity and false sense of security may actually lead to failure of planning. Planning is essential for all business organizations. It is very difficult to manage operations without formal planning. It is not important for an organization to move towards achieving goals, but we have often seen in our daily lives also that things do not always go according to plan. Rise in cost and prices, environmental changes, government interventions, legal regulations all affect our business plans. Plans then need to be modified. These are the important points included in the limitations of planning. Thank you.